Welcome everyone to your Fitchburg Senior Center exercise class. As always, make sure that you're paying attention to your body. You're really listening to what your body is okay with and only doing that much. So let's begin. Lifting up tall, belly stays strong and tucked in, walking your hands and legs out to the side and back in. Notice how my shoulders are tucked down and back, jaw stays soft, belly stays strong. We'll do 2 more of these. Your body, your pace. One more. Good, and then one arm and leg stay still, the other arm and leg walk out to the side, using your belly to keep yourself supported, lifting up tall through the heart. One more on each side. If you can, keeping the knee of the leg left behind, still and stable. Last one. And let your hands come down. Still lifting tall, you're going to press one heel out and bring it back in. Same side, out and back in. Your sits bones stay on the chair, your heart stays tall. 2 more. You're really paying attention again to what your body is okay with. So if I do 7 and you're okay with 5, then just do 5. We've switched now to the other side. Pressing that heel out, but keeping your spine nice and long and tall. 2 more. Last one. Good, and shake your legs out a little bit. Lifting up tall, this time hands out to the side like a bird flapping its wings, and back down. Notice I'm not shrugging here, I'm using the outer part of my shoulder to do the work to lift my hands up. And it might be that you can't go very high up, that's okay. Again, listening to what your shoulders are okay with here. 2 more. And last one. Shake your hands out a little bit. Good. Now your trunk stays still and stable, your sternum and belly button pointed forward. Let your hands sweep from one side to the other. So just your shoulders are moving here. You're using your core to keep yourself still and stable as your arms move. You might notice you're feeling a little warmer, maybe you're breathing a little bit more. Again, paying attention to what your body is okay with. 3, 2, last one, and down. Now it gets a little tricky. You're going to take one hand and the opposite foot, bringing them up and out, and back down. Switch sides, up and out, and back down. I like to tell people, if you're moving and breathing, you're doing it right. So keeping that heart tall here. And you might find that it's really tricky the first time and kind of tricky the second time, and after 20 times it's easy. Practice makes perfect. One more on each side. Some of the things we do that are a little complicated, I can do them as long as I'm not talking. Shake your legs out. Good. Again, lifting up tall, one leg stays at a 90-degree angle, that knee stays still. The other leg, the ankle crosses over and back. Same side, ankle over and back. You're keeping the knee of the leg being crossed, still and stable. Keeping tall through your heart, no cashew backs, instead a nice long spine. One more on this side. Shake just that leg out. Good. Lifting up tall, other side, keeping the knee of the leg being crossed, still and steady. Again, listening to what your body is okay with. Keep breathing. 2 more. Last one, and then shake just that leg out. Good. Lifting up tall. This time your body is going to turn just a little bit if your spine's okay with that. Like your hands are clearing off the table to one side, slowly to the other side. Feeling that easy, gentle twist. If your spine's not okay with twisting, move just your shoulders and arms. And back, keeping that spine nice and tall. One more on each side. Last one, drifting over, back to center, and down. Good. Shake your arms out a little bit, shake your legs out a little bit. If you want to, you can stand. If you feel more comfortable seated, staying seated is okay. So standing, come to the side of your chair. If you want to stay seated, that's okay. I'll give you cues for what you can do seated. So lifting up tall, your feet are going to stay parallel as you press your heel to the side and back down. To the side and back down. Your toe stays pointed forward, keeping your heels parallel. Feel free to hold on to a chair for balance if you want. Speaking of chairs, you want something that's firm and steady. A good kitchen chair is helpful to use because it's got some stability and some support. You want something with a back that can support you. No couch exercises here. One more. And always, if your body's okay with 4 or 5, just do 4 or 5. Walk a little bit. And switching to the other side. So if you want to stay seated, you can do this seated and step your leg out to the side. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. So seated or standing, either of those are fine options. Bringing your leg out to the side, lifting that heel, keeping your upper body upright. And just 2 more. Last one. Good. If you're standing, walk a little. So again, 2 options, seated or standing. If you're seated, lift your toes up. If you're standing, lift up just 1 set of toes at a time. So 1 toe comes up, the other toe comes up. Your hips stay still and stable. Feeling the shins do the work. If you're seated, do 2 more. If you're standing, 1 more on each side. Good. Now, if you're standing, you're going to stand behind your chair. Use the chair for support, coming up on your toes and back flat. If you're seated, you're going to just lift your heels up. Your toes stay connected to the ground. Keeping that heart tall, keeping your jaw soft. 2 more. Good. And walk it out. Still lifting up tall. Standing beside your chair or behind it, your knees stay together and your heel comes up. So if you're seated, it's like you're trying to kick something back behind you. So you can stay seated in your chair. Keeping the belly strong. Again, your knees stay together if you're standing. Feel the back of that thigh doing the work. 2 more on this side. And switch to the other side. Again, you're lifting up tall, belly stays strong. If you're standing, your knees stay together. Feeling the back of your upper thigh do the work here. And you might find you can do more on one side than the other. That's okay. Paying attention again to your body's limits. 2 more here. Fabulous. And everyone can have a seat. Still lifting up tall. You're able to use the backrest if you need that support, but it's ideal if you can sit up without using the back of the chair. Lifting tall, Keeping your belly strong, you're going to lift one toe and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Lifting up tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. We're going to do 5 on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Focusing on length, keeping tall through your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Shake your legs out. This is a really good exercise so that you can stand and sit on your own. Lifting up tall, moving to the other side. Spine stays long and tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Lifting up tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Shake it out. That's a great exercise that you can advance. You can hold longer or hold more times. Just want to really make sure your spine stays tall. Good. Turn your head to the side. Either side, doesn't matter. And come back to the center. Turning your head to the other side. Back to the center. Now lifting your arms up. Maybe you remember the show I Dream of Jeannie. Keep your head still and let just your hands move to one side. And back. Switch the hand that's on top. Move it to the other side. And back. Let your hands come down. Turning back to that first side. You may find your neck moves a little bit more easily. And back. Switching to the other side. And back. One more time, one hand on top, keeping your head and trunk still as you move your arms to the side and back. Switch the hand that's on top, moving to the other side and back. Let your hands come down. Let your head turn to the side and back. Turn to the other side and back. Now lifting your arms out, imagine someone has a hold of your fingertips and they're pulling you to the side. So your hips stay on the chair as you reach across the room. And slowly come back to center. We'll go to that same side 2 more times. Reaching across. And back. Reaching across again. If you find that this is too challenging to have your arms straight out, you can goal post your arms. Come back in, that makes it a little bit easier. Moving now to the other side, shifting and back. And whether your goal post or your arms are straight out, you're thinking about that lateral shift. And back. One more, reaching across. And back. Let those arms drift down and shake them out. Good. We'll do little shoulder rolls. Smooth and steady. And switch direction. Keep breathing here. And now this is where it gets tricky. One shoulder is going to move forward as the other shoulder moves back. These are some exercises that help your brain health as well as your body health. And switch directions. So now the other shoulder is moving forward and the other shoulder is moving back. One more. And down. Good, shake those shoulders out. Now imagine that you have a piece of paper. You're gonna reach down like a teapot, like you're trying to pick up that piece of paper from the floor. And then use your side waist muscles to pull yourself back up. Same side, reaching down and over. Pull yourself back up. One more on this side, reaching down and over. Pulling yourself back up. Good, switch to the other side. Down and over. Pull back up. Down and over. Pull back up. Down and over one more time. And pull back up. And now you're going to grab your hand weights. If you're at home, if you have 1 pound or less, you can use a bag of beans. More than that, and it's a great gift to ask for your birthday. So grab your hand weights, making sure that you're using your legs and not your back, so that your legs do the work to push you up. Coming toward the front of your chair, lifting up tall, bicep curls. Slow and steady, using momentum and muscle, not gravity. If you find that this is really easy, you might need a heavier weight. If you find that you're really straining, you might need a lighter weight. It should be challenging, but still safe. Keep breathing, keeping your belly strong, nice tall spines. 2 more. Last one. Good, and set one of those weights down, holding your other weight on either side, bringing the weight from your heart up and out to your eye height and back down. Slow and steady. You're using the muscles at your belly and under your arms to do the work here, not your back. Keep breathing. 2 more. Last one. Good, and shake those arms out a little bit. Grab your other hand weight, again using your legs, not your back, to do the work. It's right behind your chair. Good. Keeping your palms facing your body, lifting up tall, let the outside of your arms do the work to lift the weights up and let them drift back down. So again, you're making sure that you're not shrugging here. You're keeping your heart nice and tall. Two more. Last one. Good, and set one weight down. For this next exercise, we're using the back of the upper arm. In order to do that, your shoulder and upper arm stay still. So you're going to hinge forward, the elbow up and in, and let your pinky come up toward the ceiling and back down. You could balance a teacup on your upper arm, keeping the shoulder still and steady, feeling the work happen through the back of your upper arm. Two more. Bringing that pinky up toward the ceiling and back down. Last one. Use your legs, not your back, to push yourself back up and switch to the other side. Hinging forward, tucking the elbow in, bringing the pinky up toward the ceiling and back down. Keep breathing. Two more. Use your legs, not your back, to push yourself up. And if you want to, you can repeat those exercises and make your muscles work a little bit more. For now, I'm going to set these weights down and we'll do a little bit of stretching. Stretching should always be easy and gentle. So If you feel pain or if your body is tightening against the pain, then it's not a helpful stretch. So you want to focus on breathing, letting your body be easy and soft. So take one hand, sweep the hand across your body. The helper hand pulls the elbow in toward your heart. As you're breathing in, feeling your shoulder expand, and as you exhale, feel that shoulder joint soften and open. You might feel this stretch in different places. You might feel it through the front of the shoulder, or through the top, or the outer part, or in through your back. It depends on what's tight. So again, this is easy and soft, using your breath to help your body soften. 3, 2, 1. Slowly letting your arm down and shake it out. Lifting up tall, other side, sweeping the hand across. Helper hand pulls the elbow in. You could think about wearing dangly earrings and not wanting your earrings to get stuck in your sweater. Or maybe you have a bird balanced on that shoulder, so that shoulder is tucked nice and down, lifting tall through your spine, breathing into that space that you feel the tightness. Again, no added tingling or pain. 3, 2, 1. Slowly letting that arm down and shake your hands out. Lifting up tall, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Let your palms face forward. Let the backs of your hands come back. So you're creating a stretch through your chest, maybe into that upper arm as well. Keep your weight back on your sits bones and your chin tucked in. Continuing to breathe, letting your breath help your body open and soften. Soft muscles that are long are also strong. So the longer your muscles are, the more they can contract, the stronger they are. They're also less prone to injury. So stretching is a really important part of keeping a healthy body. 3, 2, 1. Slowly letting your hands down and shake it out a little bit. Good. Lifting up tall, hold on to one side of your chair. Let your opposite ear drift toward your shoulder. And you can play with the stretch here. You could lift your chin toward the ceiling, or you could let it drift down, or you can just let that ear come toward your shoulder. You're finding the stretch that your neck most needs. And then once you find that space, breathing, letting your neck soften. Again, no added tingling or pain. Three, 2, 1. Gently rolling your head forward. And come up. Shake out that holding hand. Good. Lifting tall, holding onto the other side, letting that opposite ear drift toward your shoulder. And again, playing until you find the stretch your body most needs. If you come to the live class, you'll find great music, good conversation, jokes and stories. It's pretty lively. But this is a great option if you're home, if the weather's keeping you in, or if you're on vacation. Breathing, letting your body soften. 3, 2, 1. Gently rolling your head forward. And come up. Shake out that holding hand. Now you're going to come to the front of your chair, lifting up tall. Let me demonstrate what not to do. So what we tend to do with this stretch is curl over like a little pill bug or like a cashew. And that's really hard on the spine. So what you want to do instead is lift up tall, use your hips to create the stretch as you hinge forward. So let's all hinge forward, keeping the chin the same distance from the chest as it is when you're seated upright. Feeling that gentle stretch through the back of the upper thigh, maybe into the calf, but no pain or strain in your back here. Feeling your hips continue to hinge forward as your body softens into the stretch. Three, two, one. Slowly rolling up. Bring that leg back in. Good. Continuing to lift tall, pressing out the other heel, using your hips to create the stretch. Like your upper body is the lid of a box. Again, you're keeping that chin the same distance from your chest as when you're seated. Lifting up and out through the crown of your head and breathing. Remember, this is easy and soft. You're letting your body open. Three, two, one. Slowly rolling up. Coming back in your chair, one leg stays at a 90-degree angle. The other leg either crosses the ankle or crosses the leg or crosses the ankle over the knee. You don't have to be as flexible as I am, making sure that you're choosing which of those three options fits your body. Continuing to lift up tall, no cashew backs, hinging forward. Feeling that easy, gentle stretch through the outer part of your hip into the glute. Your knee is over your ankle, so you've got some good support there. Continuing to lift up and out through the crown of your head. 3, 2, 1. Gently rolling up. Now holding under that leg, your hands are clasped under your thigh, and your hands are giving your leg range of motion with no effort on your hands up. And back down. Same thing on the other side, lifting up tall, crossing the ankle or the leg, or the ankle over the knee. Lift up tall and hinge forward, feeling that easy, gentle stretch through the outer part of the hip into the glute. Again, keeping your chin the same distance from your chest as when you're seated. So your chin isn't tucked way in, it's not pressed way out. You're keeping a neutral spine through the neck. Breathing, letting your hip open and soften. Three, two, one. Slowly coming up. Holding under that hand, your hands are clasped and your arms are doing all of the work. Your leg gets range of motion with no effort. And down. Final stretch, working on our quads. You can do this seated or standing. If you're seated, half your body is on the chair, your other leg drifts back. If you're standing, it works more on the hip. Lifting up tall, squash a cockroach. So some of our folks are going to stay seated, and some will stand so that you can see what that looks like. Either way, your belly button is tucked in, your spine is tall, you're feeling that gentle stretch through the front of your body. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and down. Switch to the other side. As always, after you exercise, you want to make sure that you're staying hydrated, that you're taking care of your body with your blood sugar levels, eating healthy, that you're staying connected with friends and family, that you're doing all that you can to stay healthy, happy, and well. Thank you so much.